Hey YouTube, another day in the life. So just wanted to kind of update you on some of the things that I started to do to the C5 to try to get it ready for the summer. It's just been sitting and it's been driving me crazy because I really want to drive her. I had to get the upper and lower oil pan gaskets replaced because I had a crazy oil leak. But that's not really what this video is going to cover. I want to talk about the exhaust that I decided to replace due to a rusted hanger. Just to repair the hanger at the Corvette shop, it was going to cost me $400, and I wasn't going to go that route. And skid rollers, which I actually picked up from Corvette Customs. And if you notice at the bottom here, you'll see them right there. And you can see the indentation from where, when it's lowered, it starts to hit. And so this was a really easy install. You had to go through with a 1/4-inch bit. And as long as you have a metal one, it just slices through like butter. I actually used a metal one with my impact driver, and it was real good. So I would suggest definitely upgrading that so it rolls instead of hitting the bottom here. Directions are pretty simple. You see them on both sides. And so I definitely would recommend that. The other route that I decided to go was I decided to change my exhaust. Now, initially, I was actually going to purchase a stainless steel exhaust. But after reading a lot of threads, a lot of people recommended staying with the factory exhaust. One, for value, and the other reason was that the factory exhaust actually is pretty good. It's built pretty nice for performance. So, again, I had a rusted out flange or hanger that didn't realize it was broken until after I purchased it. Went to the Corvette dealer. Corvette shop wanted $400 just to re-weld. So I'm not doing that. So I actually went on Facebook Marketplace, found a guy who sold me the factory exhaust, and I did a bypass. So the hardest part, obviously, was taking apart the rear passenger, which, you know, I can explain it to you, but I'm going to be honest, until you actually attempt to do it, you don't realize how difficult it is. There's very little clearance. And trying to get that flange past the trans cover and the rear diff, it was excruciating. I mean, it literally took me, about 20, 30 minutes of shoving. The freaking car is bouncing back and forth on the lift, so you're very uncomfortable. But you had that, I had to kick it through. And after about 30 minutes, I got it through. Taking it out was worse. I actually had to take 2 or 3 breaks. So, I understand why people cut, but I wanted to save the factory exhaust just in case somebody wanted to buy it, so I didn't want to detach it. The side, no problem at all. In and out, smooth, because there's like 8 inches of clearance as opposed to the other side, barely 2.5, 3 inches of clearance. So that being said, I decided to go with the factory exhaust with the bypass. Now, the bypass kit online actually was close to 400, maybe $500 just for the 2 bypasses. I actually picked these up on Facebook Marketplace. I want to say $125, and they're factory. So, no issues, no qualms there, and I installed them myself. The flange gasket I actually had to pick up at Advanced Auto. They were $6.99 a piece. The only thing that does have to come out is your rear strut. Those 2 bolts just come out. Putting one back in, one was almost stripped out. But, at the end of the day, the exhaust is in. It looks good. It looks stock. I haven't started it up yet, but I just kind of wanted to put a video out there to show you the exhaust and the bumper skid rollers. So until next time, any questions, just send me a message. Thank you.